Welcome to ASTRALX, illuminating your cosmic path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria Selene, your intuitive guide.
Ready to dive into the celestial waters with you today. We're going to explore the profound influence of the cosmos on your life, specifically for you, a Pisces Sun woman with Pisces rising.
What awaits you in 2025?
Let's find out. But first,
Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
and join our ever-growing constellation of cosmic explorers. Now let's delve into the depths of your astrological blueprint, Lunaria as a Pisces Sun woman. What energies are at play within her very essence?
Imagine a heart that feels everything deeply. A soul that seeks beauty in every corner of existence.
Our Pisces listener.
Is a dreamer, an artist, a compassionate soul who navigates the world through a lens of intuition and empathy.
It's like she carries the ocean within her, with all its depths and mysteries. I've always been fascinated by this quote about Pisces. They swim in a sea of emotions where every wave tells a story. It really captures their profound sensitivity, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And with Pisces rising, this sensitivity is amplified.
So she's not only swimming in that sea of emotions.
Not only does she feel everything intensely, but she also projects this energy outwards, drawing others in with a magnetic aura of understanding and compassion.
But she's also inviting others to dive in with her. I'm curious, what does this double dose of Piscean energy mean for her in 2025? Specifically, let's start with love and relationships. What can she expect?
Well, 2025 is a year of profound transformation in matters of the heart. It's going to be a mixed bag with challenges early on that ultimately pave the way for deeper connection and fulfillment. Think of it as the tide going out before the big wave comes in.
Love's ebb and flow. So where does this tidal shift begin?
Right at the start of the year, actually, Saturn, the planet of karma and lessons, will be residing in her 12th house, the house of the subconscious and hidden realms.
Okay.
This might bring up some past hurts and insecurities within her relationships.
So not exactly smooth sailing in those early months, especially if there are already cracks in the foundation.
Exactly. It's a time for patience, understanding, and a willingness to work through those challenges together. Now, if she's single, this period might not be about finding a new love, but rather about finding herself. It's a time for deep self-discovery and personal growth.
So nurturing the garden of her own heart before inviting anyone else in. It's almost like the universe is saying, take this time to understand your own needs and desires before you embark on a new romantic journey.
Precisely. And this self-work will be essential because a major shift arrives in April when Saturn transitions into her first house. This marks a turning point where she'll be called to step into a more assertive and self-assured version of herself within her relationships. Setting boundaries, speaking her truth, and owning her worth will be key themes.
Okay, so a bit of a cosmic boot camp for the heart in the first few months, followed by a push towards empowered relating. I can see how this sets the stage for deeper connection. But is there any lightheartedness on the horizon? When can she expect some of that Piscean romance to come into play?
Well, she's in luck because alongside Saturn's transit, there's a beautiful alignment happening between Venus in Aquarius and Jupiter in Gemini. This cosmic dance brings a wave of joy and excitement into her romantic life, encouraging her to embrace her individuality and seek partners who celebrate her unique qualities.
So it's not just about demanding what she deserves in relationships, but also about celebrating who she is, quirks and all.
Absolutely. This is about finding that sweet spot between self-assuredness and playfulness. And speaking of exciting developments, as Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, enters her first house later in the year, her confidence and magnetism will skyrocket, attracting new romantic opportunities like moths to a flame.
It's like she's stepping onto a cosmic stage, radiating with this magnetic energy that draws people in. And because Jupiter rules travel and adventure, could this also point towards a relocation or even love found abroad?
That's a very real possibility. Jupiter in the first house often brings opportunities to expand our horizons. And for a Pisces woman with her innate wanderlust, this could manifest as a journey that transforms her life both geographically and romantically.
So 2025 is shaping up to be quite the roller coaster ride for our Pisces listeners' heart, introspective depths in the first half, followed by empowered expression and exciting new connections in the second half. Let's pause here for a moment.
Yes, let's take a breath and reflect on what we've uncovered so far. There's so much more to explore, including how these cosmic currents will influence her career and finances in 2025.
Stay tuned, listeners. We'll be back soon to continue illuminating the path ahead for our Pisces rising woman. Remember, you are not alone on this cosmic journey. We're here to guide you every step of the way. It's fascinating how the stars can paint such a vivid picture of our lives, isn't it? We've explored the currents swirling around love and relationships for her in 2025, and now I'm curious to see how those same cosmic energies might be impacting her career and finances. Where do we begin, Lunaria?
Well, just as in matters of the heart, her career journey in 2025 will be marked by a distinct shift in energy. The first half of the year might feel like pushing a boulder uphill as Saturn's presence in her 12th house casts a shadow of doubt and uncertainty over her professional path.
So those feelings of stagnation or being stuck in a rut that she might be experiencing are actually tied to this cosmic influence.
Exactly. It's not that she lacks talent or drive, but rather that Saturn is prompting her to go inward and reassess her true goals and values.
Hmm.
This is a time for deep soul searching. What truly fulfills her? What kind of impact does she want to make in the world?
It's like she's being given a cosmic timeout to reflect and redefine what success means for her on her own terms, not based on societal expectations or external pressures.
Precisely. This is a time to journal, meditate, and really listen to the whispers of her soul. What brings her joy? What are her unique gifts and talents that she's perhaps been neglecting or undervaluing?
This makes me think of that saying, the only way out is through. She has to go through this period of introspection to come out the other side with more clarity and purpose.
Exactly. And while this introspective period might feel challenging, it's important to remember that Jupiter, the planet of abundance and expansion, is still lending its support, particularly in the realm of education and knowledge. Until mid-May, its influence strongly favors academic pursuits, especially those related to travel or foreign cultures.
So if she's been considering taking a course going back to school or even pursuing studies abroad, this is a prime time to do so. It's almost as if the universe is nudging her to invest in her personal growth and expand her horizons.
Absolutely. And this investment might not be limited to formal education. It could also manifest as immersing herself in a new subject, taking up a creative hobby, or even embarking on a spiritual journey.
And financially, how will these first few months of 2025 play out for her?
Well, while career-wise there might be some stagnation financially, the year starts off quite strong. Jupiter's influence brings the potential for unexpected gains through investments or even an inheritance.
Okay, so a bit of a financial cushion to ease the uncertainty she might be feeling in her career.
Exactly. But as with any financial windfall, it's important to be mindful and strategic. This is a time to seek expert advice, perhaps consult with a financial advisor to ensure she's making wise decisions that will benefit her in the long run.
So plant those seeds wisely and let them grow. Now, I'm curious about how this all shifts as we move into the second half of the year. Saturn will be in her first house by then, and Jupiter will have changed signs as well. What kind of transformation awaits her?
This is where things start to get really interesting. As Jupiter enters Leo, the sign of self-expression and creativity, it will be illuminating her first house, the house of self-identity and purpose. This cosmic alignment brings with it a surge of confidence, charisma, and a renewed sense of direction. Her efforts will be recognized, opportunities for growth and advancement will appear, and she'll feel a strong pull to step into a leadership role.
So after all that introspection and soul-searching in the first half of the year, she'll be emerging as a more empowered and self-assured version of herself, ready to shine her light in the world.
Exactly. And with Saturn in her first house, she'll be more focused on building a solid foundation for her career, taking practical steps towards her goals, and making choices that align with her long-term vision.
It's like she's graduating from cosmic boot camp, equipped with the tools and strategies she needs to navigate her career path with more confidence and intention. But Saturn can also be a stern taskmaster. Are there any potential challenges she should be aware of during this time?
Well, Saturn's transit through the first house often brings increased responsibility and the need to be more disciplined and organized. It might also trigger some self-criticism or feelings of inadequacy. The key here is to not let those doubts hold her back. Instead, she should use them as fuel to push herself further and strive for excellence.
So it's about embracing the lessons that Saturn has to offer without getting bogged down by self-doubt.
Exactly. And financially, this period might require her to be more mindful of her spending habits. There could be increased expenses related to healthcare, family matters, or even a change in lifestyle.
So it's not necessarily a time for lavish spending, but rather for making smart and strategic choices with her finances. It sounds like 2025 will be a year of dynamic shifts for our Pisces listener, both in her career and her finances.
Indeed. But through it all, she'll be guided by her intuition, her compassion, and her unwavering belief in her dreams. Remember, this is just a cosmic roadmap. The ultimate power to create her destiny lies within her.
Now, before we move on to other areas of her life, let's take a moment to acknowledge the importance of friendships for our Pisces listener, Lunaria. What role do those close connections play in her journey?
For a Pisces woman, friendships are more than just social outings. They are her lifeline. She thrives in connections where she feels seen, understood, and supported. Her friends are her soul sisters, her confidants, and her cheerleaders. They provide a safe space for her to express her deepest emotions and receive the empathy and validation she craves.
It's like those friendships are her anchors in the storm, providing stability and grounding amidst the ever-changing tides of life.
Precisely. And it's important to note that she's not just a receiver of support, she's also an incredibly loyal and giving friend herself. She's always there to lend a listening ear, offer a shoulder to cry on, and provide unwavering support to those she loves.
So it's a beautiful reciprocal energy exchange. She nurtures her friendships with the same depth and compassion that she brings to all areas of her life.
Exactly. And in 2025, those supportive connections will be more important than ever, especially if she navigates those periods of introspection and uncertainty. Her friends will be her guiding lights, reminding her of her strength, her resilience, and her infinite capacity for love.
It's beautiful to think about how those bonds can provide such a sense of belonging and strength, especially during challenging times. And speaking of strength, I'd love to explore the theme of feminine power, which is particularly relevant for our Pisces listener. What does it mean for her to embrace her feminine power, and how can she cultivate this strength in 2025?
This is such a powerful question and one that is deeply resonant for all women, but especially for our Pisces listener. Embracing her feminine power means recognizing and honoring the unique strengths that come with being a woman, and specifically a Pisces woman. It's about acknowledging her sensitivity, her empathy, her intuition as gifts, not weaknesses.
So it's about shifting that societal narrative that often equates feminine qualities with fragility or submissiveness.
Exactly. It's about reclaiming those qualities as sources of power and strength. Her sensitivity allows her to connect with others on a deep, soulful level. Her empathy enables her to understand and hold space for their pain and joy. Her intuition is her inner compass, guiding her towards her truth and purpose.
It's like she's a walking embodiment of the divine feminine, radiating with compassion, intuition, and a deep connection to the flow of life.
Precisely. And as she steps into her power, she'll inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and authenticity.
It's about shifting the power structures to be more collaborative, more empathetic, more in tune with the heart. I love that. Now, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I'm curious about any travel opportunities that might be highlighted in the stars for our Pisces listener in 2025. Is there a particular destination that's calling her name?
Well, it seems the stars are aligned for a truly magical adventure. In 2025, she'll have the opportunity to travel visa-free to the vibrant city of Shanghai.
Oh, how exciting Shanghai with its bustling energy, ancient wisdom, and modern marvels. Seems like the perfect playground for a Pisces woman's adventurous spirit.
Absolutely. It's a chance for her to immerse herself in a culture so different from her own, to expand her horizons, and to experience the world through her unique Piscean lens. Imagine her wandering through ancient temples, exploring bustling markets, and soaking in the city's vibrant energy.
I can already see her falling in love with the city's artistic spirit, its rich history, and its mystical allure. It's an opportunity to connect with her soul on a deeper level, to discover hidden parts of herself, and to return home with a renewed sense of purpose and wonder.
Precisely. And who knows, perhaps she'll even encounter a romantic connection amidst the city's bustling streets, just as Jupiter's influence in her first house suggests.
Ah, a cosmic love story unfolding under the Shanghai sky. Now that's a journey I'd love to follow, but for now let's pause here and take a short break. When we return, we'll delve into some specific dates, lucky charms, and practical tips to help our Pisces listener navigate the year ahead with grace and intention.
Stay tuned, listeners. The cosmic journey continues.
As we enter the final segment of our cosmic deep dive for our Pisces Sun woman with Pisces rising, I'm eager to bring all these threads together, Lunaria. We've journeyed through the landscapes of her heart, her career, her finances, her friendships, and even touched upon the power of embracing her femininity. What emerges as the overarching theme for her in 2025?
It's clear that 2025 is a year of profound transformation for her, a cosmic metamorphosis, if you will. The first half invites her to retreat into the cocoon of introspection, reassessing her values, boundaries, and desires. It's about laying the groundwork for the empowered expansion that awaits her later in the year.
So it's a bit like a caterpillar, preparing for its transformation into a butterfly. The initial stages might feel restrictive or even a little dark, but they are essential for the beauty that's about to unfold.
Precisely. The universe is offering her the space and time to shed what no longer serves her, to heal old wounds, and to reconnect with her authentic self. It's a process of purification and renewal.
And then as we move into the second half of the year, Jupiter's entrance into her first house marks the grand unveiling. The butterfly emerges from the cocoon, ready to spread its wings and soar.
Yes, it's a time of blossoming confidence and magnetism. Opportunities will align with her newfound clarity, and she'll have the courage to pursue them with a renewed sense of purpose.
It's like she's stepping into her power, radiating with an energy that attracts abundance and joy into her life.
Remember the challenges we discussed earlier in her career and finances? Those very challenges were designed to prepare her for this moment of expansion. They were the cosmic boot camp shaping her into the resilient and resourceful woman she's becoming.
So it's not about avoiding the storms, but rather learning how to navigate them with grace and emerge even stronger on the other side.
Exactly. And as she embraces this journey of transformation, she'll find that her intuition becomes her most trusted compass, guiding her towards the experiences and relationships that nourish her soul.
Now, before we part ways, let's equip her with some practical tools and insights, Lunaria. Are there any specific dates, lucky charms, or rituals she can incorporate into her life to align with these cosmic energies?
Absolutely. She should mark February and September as her lucky months.
Okay.
These are periods when the stars are particularly favorable for her endeavors. Thursday is her power day, a time to initiate new projects or make bold moves.
And as for lucky numbers?
She can keep 3 and 7 in mind, whether it's for setting intentions, choosing dates, or simply embracing the synchronicity of life. Now, looking at the year ahead, April, May, and October hold a particularly vibrant energy for her. These months will be ripe with opportunities for growth and expansion.
So she can approach those months with a sense of optimism and anticipation, ready to embrace the abundance that's flowing her way.
However, she might encounter some bumps in the road during February, March, and August. These periods call for extra patience and flexibility, a reminder to surrender to the flow of life, and trust that even the challenges are guiding her towards her highest good.
Like those challenging months are cosmic checkpoints, ensuring she's integrated the lessons and aligned with her true path. Now, in addition to these dates, are there any other lucky charms she can utilize?
Precisely. Now, in addition to these dates, she can also work with specific crystals to enhance her connection to the Piscean energy. Aquamarine, with its soothing blue hues, can help her tap into her intuition and enhance her communication. Amethyst, a stone of spiritual wisdom, can promote inner peace and clarity. And rose quartz, a symbol of love and compassion, can support her in cultivating self-love and attracting harmonious relationships.
I love how these crystals can serve as tangible reminders of her intentions and empower her to navigate the year with grace and intention. Any other rituals you suggest?
Absolutely. And don't forget the power of simple rituals like journaling, meditation, and spending time in nature. These practices can help her stay grounded, centered, and connected to her inner wisdom.
As we conclude our deep dive into the cosmic forecast for our Pisces Sun woman with Pisces rising, what's one final message you want to leave her with?
Dear Pisces woman, the stars are whispering your name. They are beckoning you to step into the fullness of who you are, to embrace your sensitivity, your intuition, and your boundless capacity for love. Trust in the unfolding of your journey, for it is divinely orchestrated and you are perfectly equipped to navigate every twist and turn.
This has been such an enlightening journey, Lunaria. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and guidance with us.
It was my pleasure, Solarian.
And to our listener, thank you for joining us on this cosmic exploration. Remember, you are a radiant, being a beacon of light and love. You hold within you the power to create a life that is aligned with your soul's deepest desires. Trust your intuition, embrace your journey, and never stop shining. For those seeking more personalized insights and guidance, we offer pre-recorded audio readings delivered directly to your inbox. You can find purchase links in the description below. Until next time, may your path be illuminated by the stars and guided by the whispers of your heart.